Hello, YouTube. Sorry I'm late. I took like a couple weeks off making videos. So this one here was Siege against RNGesus and Dystopia. We ended up at a 1v1 versus RNGesus and we lost to them. Our win rates were fine. They're better than theirs, probably not as high as we would normally like, but we just played poorly on the map and lost the siege to them. So kudos to RNGesus, and Dystopia took the free win at the end. So let's go ahead and go into my battles here. Up first, we have the Sylvia Orion Kiki, and I just brought a Tessarian Lulu Elucia here. I figured I could control one of the two scary light and dark monsters, and then I could like Oblivion the other one, and then not worry about the scary passives that they have. So obviously, you know, like freezing the Kiki wouldn't do anything to stop her, so we Oblivion the Kiki so we don't get all those debuffs all over us. We freeze the other monsters or control them with Elucia. And that goes pretty well. But then again, like you can Tessarian Lulu Bruiser like any defense, so hardly surprising. I've ran out of stuff to say already. This fight's clearly over. I will say that this was my worst siege so far this season. I was not happy about my performance. Also, it was off stream, so this is the first time anybody gets to see what I did and how I lost one match normally, and then maybe we throw another one later on. You'll have to keep watching to see what we do there. First one starts out fine. The RNGesus defense setup I thought was pretty good. It kind of felt like they got together to plan their defenses and were like, okay, no one's allowed to make any defense that can be Tractor Lulu Windied, because everything they were running is stuff that I would not want to bring that against. It's like, you know, these Molong teams, or I think it was some Ciara teams, light and dark stuff. Their 4-stars were their very favorite Chamey Kinky defenses, which I wouldn't want to get into a Tractor Lulu Windy fight versus Chamey. I don't think. I've never tested it, but I'm pretty sure that Chamey would just stack better. So this fight starts out pretty poorly. We lose our Tessarian pretty quick there. And, you know, we're definitely playing from behind. We have a reviver, so we get our Tessarian back. Get a small amount of healing here. I just put a couple of Oblivions up because I'm not sure who I'm going to be able to find an opportunity to kill. But at this point, I'm just, you know, I'm looking for stuns with my Tyrannus here, so I'm kind of like, just let me stabilize, please. Alright, so we Oblivion one, and then we go for the kill on the other. Doesn't work, gets cleansed, procs out of Oblivion. So our attempt to find a kill, unsuccessful. Meanwhile, our whole team's getting destroyed. I think this is I think these are destroy Molongs on these teams, which, like, I can't say I disagree with. It's a pretty good idea. I think most counters to this defense don't really care if you're on will or not. I guess like you're more vulnerable to like the Usarika Gani teams. Then they could just reset the Molong and not, you don't have as much threat, but I don't know. Good additional damage artifacts on that Molong. Alright, so we get our revive into proc, so we choose to dismount the Savannah. Dismounting Savannah honestly wasn't that helpful. I mean, he gets a violent proc and takes out my Lulu before I can heal back up, so. But like, dismounting Savannah there, I don't know. So that's a tough one for me, because I feel like the team I brought is one that I would normally use, so I need to reevaluate that. Here we're back in with, like I said, the Usarika Gani team. He doesn't have Will on Molong because I think they're running Destroy, which means that we got to take away all of his attack bar with our Ganny skill 3. Which makes the fight kind of safer for us. We didn't reset Molong though, we reset the Cleanser. I don't know if that's the best choice, but I think it's probably fine. Just being able to take the Molong's attack bar turn 1, I think helps a lot. Go for stuns, we get a couple of them. Take out the healer. And everything's going well this time. Ventilate my Wusa just for funsies. Like, skill 2. Kaboom. Up next, we have another Molong Savannah team with a different flavor of Mermaid this time. So I bring in another Tessarian Lulu Bruiser team, this time with my Ethna. Maybe I should have brought the Ethna the last time. The last time, the start of the fight was pretty rough. We kind of needed the revive, if I recall correctly. I haven't, like, studied it to see what happened or what level of violent procs there were. I'm just going to say that I need to put better runes on my monsters and move on. Maybe I should find a team that targets the Molong first, because the Molong destroy runes, I think, were a pretty big issue for that last Bruiser team we lost with. The Ethna team, however, is getting through just fine. So good for Ethna. We get to hit a 4-star defense here, and we immediately notice that their Lulu doesn't have any runes. Oopsie. Apparently moved the runes off the defense Lulu to an offense Lulu. Unfortunate. This is the same team that I used against this defense in the tournament when we fought them, so I'm going to keep using it. It seems pretty good. The only difference now is I have Triana leader skill because Triana got buffed after the tournament. So this is a crit damage destroy Triana. Helps you clear out the first 2 monsters. Obviously the crit damage doesn't help against Kinky, but crit damage destroy Triana. Make sure your Elucia has accuracy. My Elucia is something like 70 accuracy on skill 1. Because you need to land your freezes even if they're high resistance. And that's including my artifacts. Up next, we have a Molong Fuki team. We bring our Bulwark Molong Riley. Go ahead and kill his Molong turn 1. That may have been a mistake. So I was thinking that, Riley got nerfed. He's not much of a threat anymore, right? And I probably should have killed, or not Riley, Fuki. Maybe I should have killed Fuki turn 1. Either way, I put him to low health. He double violent procs and kills my Molong. Unfortunate. I choose to steal the Wusa's health. Probably that means that, yeah, the Fuki is moving before my Riley, so I couldn't go for a kill on the Fuki there. Now I can go for a kill on the Fuki, though, so I take Fuki's health. I'm really hoping that he doesn't get healed by the Wusa, and in fact he does not. Riley gets to get the kill on that. And, yeah, that one could have easily not gone very well. I think if we had just killed the Fuki turn 1, that would have been a lot safer. Because then, like, even if his Molong kills my Molong, Molong Wusa would be a lot easier for me to 2v2 than Wusa Fuki. Because we had to time it to win where Fuki used his skill 2 and didn't get any healing so that my Riley could kill him. Because if he had used skill 1, we wouldn't have been able to get the kill there. Molong doesn't heal himself, so I think going for the Fuki first with this team would have been a lot safer. Either way, though, looks like we're going to walk away with a win here. And there we go. Take down Wusa, get the win. Up next. Oh, this one. This one's just pure stupidity on my part. If I had taken even a moment to think about what was going to happen in this fight, I would have realized that this was never going to work. But I brought Protracted Luluwindi in here. It was not a good idea. I honestly, I just wasn't thinking about it. I forget what was going on at this point. I wasn't streaming. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, this is not a team you can use Tractor Luluwindi against. Maybe if I had put a shield set on my Tractor or my Windy, then I could have won 66% of the time, assuming the Orion doesn't strip my Lulu on turn 1. But like even then, you know, 66% is not a win rate you want to be aiming for in Siege, so don't use this team against this defense. Yeah. Light Chimera is pretty cool though. Sean. Neat monster. That's 2 losses so far, which already makes this my worst Siege this season. Up next, we have another one of these. I'm going with my Chasun Ciara team. I did slow down my Ciara because basically if you outspeed the Savannah, then this team is not good at all. You like this offense kind of relies on you moving after the Savannah. I guess in this case, the Savannah saved its skill 3 for the second round anyway, so we didn't get the benefit of our will runes, but still, like, you want to make sure that you're not too fast on your Chasun and Ciara here, if you plan on using this team. The other option would be to, like, use Riley in place of Chasun, and then if you outspeed them, you can just throw up immunity with Riley and you're fine. But I just used my Riley in the previous fight, so not an option for me. See, so Savannah got a shield, so I changed my target. I think I just wanted to make sure that Molong didn't get like a reckless in a way that would kill my water guy. I don't know. But now we've got Molong off the field, so that's nice. And I think I put the bomb on the Molly there just because I didn't want the Savannah to get cleansed. I was planning on killing the Savannah with my next bomb, and not that one. Because now we've got an attack buff bomb coming up that we should be able to detonate. We'll just throw that at Savannah and get rid of the damage here. Now only a matter of time. Eventually we will kill this mermaid. I even have a set of destroy runes on my water bear, even though he does so little damage that the destroy like doesn't matter. Alrighty, up next we have an Iris defense. You know how I feel about Irises. I love to use Elucia against them. So I'm going to bring Kamoon Vigor Elucia. Kamoon is our tank for the Molong, more or less. We have 2 healers to recover from whatever they choose to do to us. One of them happens to be Elucia, so we have a lot of control. And we also have 2 monsters on Destroy with Kamoon and Vigor, so we should be able to kill these enemy monsters eventually. Maybe not eventually. We actually killing him pretty quick. Yeah, so the Iris just sleeps forever because we have an Elucia. And then we'll just kill the teammates here. Alrighty, it worked. And then for our last fight, we have another Molong Savannah, this one with an Iris in the middle. And we haven't used our cleave yet, so we'll just go ahead and throw the cleave at it, see if it works. We didn't get revenged into a triple stun, so that's nice. All right, they're pretty tanky, but you know, we landed the pushback and stuff, so we get the win. 8-2, my worst siege of the season. Not ideal. My seasonal win rate as of today, January the 9th, is down to, it was like 98 point something during this siege because I'd only lost once. Now it's like 96.6. But, you know, we're still doing okay for the season. The next couple of videos I probably won't do voiceover for. I'm just gonna kind of turn a couple out because they weren't that interesting or exciting. We kind of got some free wins after this. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.